I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, everyone? This is DYANAROZAY. Welcome to the channel. Y'all come in, y'all come on in, come on in, come on in. If you can hear the sound of my voice, make sure that you drop your city and state into the chat. That way I can give you guys a shout out, okay? Come on in, everyone. I see you. But I want to make sure that y'all can hear me, okay? Melody was live over there on the Tickety Talk, dropping some behind the scenes tea. And so that is what I'm coming here to talk with you guys about, okay? I want to say thank you to Pisces Life for becoming a new member. Welcome to the Supreme Team. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up, Soul Star? How are you? Come on in. Let's see. Let me see your city and state in the chat, y'all. Come on, come on, come on. All right, I see New Orleans. What's up, New Orleans? What's up, Chi-Town? Come on in. Hey, everyone, 242 of you are watching right now. I see Shreveport. Make sure that you guys hit that like button on your way in. Okay, become a subscriber if you are not already. Also, become a member of the channel. That is a way to support the channel. You guys, the door is closed, okay? A lot of people already knew this. I knew this. Listen, when I was running my Facebook group, I think I did a post. I'm going to see if I can find it. I did a post, I think, last month when I said, listen, there is a lot of scenes on this show that, have a lot of unanswered questions. And I said, for me, pretty much every one of Destiny's scenes left like these wide open gaps. You never really understood what was going on. Well, tonight, if you guys got a chance to watch the mid-season finale, they put a nice little bow on this friendship between Melody and Destiny. They put a nice little bow on it. They put it on a little piece of driftwood. They pushed it on out into the ocean, child. It shall never return. This relationship is done. Okay? Done. Keep coming in. Chicago, what's up? What's up, Saginaw? Come on in. Hey, everybody. I appreciate you guys for joining the channel, okay? For participating over here. Let's see. I'm sorry for not speaking first, but hello. Hello, LaShawn. How are you? Welcome to the channel. So anyway, you guys, I am still battling with loss of voice, but I'm going to get this out tonight. We're going to talk about what just went down. So, oh my goodness, child. Like I was saying, if you guys remember, if you are a fan of this show, y'all know for a very long time after Destiny and Melody had, squared off, they had went to some sort of restaurant to talk. I think they had ordered like a fruit salad or something. Destiny was blaming Mel for making her lose like some sort of contact or resource that Melody had hooked her up with. And Destiny was like hot like fish grease. They sat down and talked about it. But they didn't really get all the things out. It was just a lot of bad energy. And Mel ended up getting up from the table. They showed a preview of it tonight. Mel ended up getting up from the table. Destiny said, "Love you, girl. I'll pray for you." Mel said, not everybody can pray for me. You don't pray for me, okay? That was a sign right there. Bitch, don't pray for me. I don't trust your prayers. Don't pray for me, okay? But yeah, that whole thing went down. Then Mel went out that door and she said, "I got money to make, not friends to fake." And from there, these two just were never the same. But a lot of the audience, a lot of people who watched that TV show, that reality TV show, really enjoyed Melody and Destiny's friendship. And they would ask them all the time, is there any way, if they were doing any type of interview, they would ask them, is there any way that you guys can get past this? Viewers of the show, fans of the show would ask them on their lives. And I told y'all they had to hold a fake funeral for Destiny and Melody in order to move the audience past it because no one was getting past it. No, I got past it. I should say that I got past it, but nobody else. Okay. Uh, Everyone, thank you so much for joining me tonight. 524 of you are here and watching. Please respect the mods. Anyone you see with a wrench behind their name, they are volunteering their time to hang out with me tonight and you. I don't mind differing opinions because we are not robots. We have different life experiences, so that is to be expected. But I need everybody to be respectful of each other. No calling each other names, no calling me names, or you will be timed out and taken out the group, okay? Um, so look, you want my take? So I have been saying for a very long time, I didn't understand the Mel and Destiny friendship. In fact, when season 3 had aired, and that whole thing went down at Melody's premiere party, the video premiere party, I was stumped when Destiny had taken Mel aside and talked to her about the village. And then she said something like, instead of you having people have all these babysitters, and then we later found out that Martell was, discussing a scene or talking with a producer about taking Melody to court for full custody. It was like blowing my mind, right? Well, Melody discussed all of that in the clip tonight. Now, the one thing she didn't say was the thing about what Destiny said to her mother, right? But she did kind of reference just a little bit in her tickety talk. So come on in, y'all, because I'm going to play some stuff. We're going to talk about it. I'm still putting up your cities and state. What's up? What's up? What's up? But yeah, so Mel is sitting at this table. They are in St. Thomas. They're at a restaurant enjoying dinner. Look like a late night dinner. Tisha and Destiny arrived late. Tisha looked like she might have had a little tequila or something. Some tequila shots. She looked hot. And this is not an official review because I'm going to do that with my sister tomorrow. But shit went down. Bottom line, out of all the conversation had at that table, the most interesting conversation was the one had between Melody and Destiny. And Destiny came in, and Destiny has a resting bitch face the majority of the time. So when she walked in with her sunglasses on, she very much had a resting bitch face to me. The way the scene was cut, it made it seem like she didn't speak to people. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot. It was just the way the scene was cut, but she could have come in and said hello and hug people, but they just made it seem like she came in. Tisha's like, hey, y'all. Destiny sits at the end of the table. And then Shanita gets us started. She's popping off. Destiny, I'm on Sunny side, and I don't know your side of the story. So if you would like to tell us now, tell us now. Okay. And I was like, oh, they're getting into this shit quick. Okay. Destiny knew it too. Okay. So some of the stuff that has come out, which a lot of people have been questioning, right, is listen, we all saw it. I have a lot of old video of when Destiny would go on live, and fans of the show would be like, Destiny, is there any way that you and Melody can rekindle your friendship? Is there any way, Destiny, blah, 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 blah. And she would get so frustrated and angry. She was not handling it well at all. In hindsight, it could have just been that she wasn't over the relationship based on what Melody said tonight on the Tickety Talk. Like, she was really taking it hard. Like, people were coming to her. She said, in particular, Nell Fletcher, like, Destiny's really taking this hard, Mel. Is there anything you can do? So not only were the viewers or fans who were watching asking these questions, it looks like these questions were being asked of the cast too. Like, damn girl, like, what's going on, right? So anyway, y'all, long story short, in hindsight, it looks like that may have been the case. But Tisha asked the question on the show, which we're going to get the second half in, I guess, November when they bring the show back. But Tisha asked Melody on the show, girl, like, is there anything that you and Destiny need to hash out? Since we hashing things out, we're on the girls trip. Is there anything the two of y'all need to hash out? Which was also messy because you could feel the tension in that scene through the television. You could feel it through the television. In confessional, Kimmy was like, Tisha cannot read the room. This was bad timing. Under no circumstances would I have ever done this. And she was like, this was just messy. And then they're showing clips. And then when Destiny and Tisha pop off, or excuse me, when Melody and Destiny pop off, Kimmy says, see, this is exactly why she should have never asked her. But before Mel even jumps on Destiny, she jumped on Tisha. She said, Tisha, girl, like basically, don't play with me. This is not the time. Destiny made that ugly comment. They were discussing where shit went wrong. Mel was like, well, the first time it was at my video release party, right? The second time is when we went to have lunch and see if we could hash things out. I don't know if she gave a third time. If y'all remember the third time, put it on in the chat, okay? But she was like, she said, me and you being on the phone together and how excited and giddy, okay, I'm just adding to it because that's how she made it seem. You were giddy to hang up with me to get on the phone with my ex. And that's when Destiny hits her with well, baby, you was trying to teach your husband's mistress on how to respectfully cheat. And that's when shit hit the fan. And I have to say, watching it, I knew that Destiny said it to hurt her. That's my opinion. I don't think that she necessarily believed the shit because when Melody was saying, that's not, true because you were my friend, Destiny. Like I was crying on your shoulder. You were asking me, let's go whoop the bitch. Like you were asking me, when can we jump her? Like, so that shit wasn't true. And so at the end of the day, I have to say that Melody's argument was definitely stronger than anything that Destiny was saying. Like Destiny clearly was still just, taking out her sword and cutting however she could cut. This is my opinion. Okay, you see the little banner at the bottom. I feel like Destiny was cutting how she thought she was going to cut. But I do not feel like when Melody was going through it, that Destiny even believed it. I think that at the table, she was using whatever she could to fight back or to, just get back at Mel or make Mel feel bad or to embarrass her. But I don't think that it went in her favor personally. Let's see. You guys are still giving me your city and state. Thank you. Panama City, Panama. So at the end of the day, I literally was just like, wow, this is so painful to watch because again, I had said just a couple of weeks ago in my Facebook group that whatever's going on between Melody and Destiny is definitely unresolved, and that I was hoping not for them to rekindle their friendship, but I was like, they need to have some resolution because it's so much still between them. And what this scene proved is exactly that there was still a lot between them that needed to get resolved. However, at the end of the day, this should be the closure that the audience needs. This is the closure. Access denied. The door is closed. There's just too much. There's too much. And that there was an honesty there, to be honest. Let's see. That is why Destiny was doing the most. She knew it was over. Yeah, so Melody ended up coming on, and I'm not sure if she knew how this scene was going to be cut. Maybe she didn't think air in her favor. I don't know. We all have our different opinions. So there might be some people who think Destiny got that bitch, good for her. And there may be people who think, you know what, Mel won this round, or, one period. Um, it felt for me, because I didn't see receipts. She made this comment, and Mel said, that's not true. Under no circumstances is it true. And when she said, you were beside me when the shit was going down, you watched me cry for my relationship, for my marriage, for my husband. Like, you watched me go through that pain. And this is the shit you're bringing to the table. I was like, oh girl, that was a bad scene, in my opinion. In my opinion, that's all I can give y'all. Sure, the relationship has been over. Absolutely right. However, for the audience, we didn't get the truth behind the ending of that relationship. And so what happened is the truth came out. I didn't like, for Melody, she was saying, you were moving funny to me, and I had to pull back away from you and try to figure this shit out, because I was going through something. And when I thought my friend, the one I was crying to and all this other stuff, um, I thought she was going to stand beside me. She was, spending her time, splitting her time between me and my ex-husband. Now, I've heard Destiny say before, I was friends with both of y'all. I knew Martell first. And I've also heard her say things like, well, at one point you was interested in knowing what Martell was doing and things like that. But that is all a part of that healing journey. And sometimes, as a friend, you have to figure out how to maneuver yourself in a way that's going to work. But at the end of the day, it truly felt like when Mel did pull all the way back and say, I can't be friends with you anymore, it did hurt Destiny. She was hurt by it. That is how I thought. Let's see. That's exactly why Destiny was mad, because Mel's millionaire friend didn't go into business with her. So there was a friend that was supposed to be helping her with her business, and that friend ended up pulling out when they realized that Destiny and Mel were into it. And they said you know, they didn't want that to be, a problem for them. So that's what happened, right? That's what we saw as the audience, but that wasn't the true reason. So I feel like tonight we got a more truer sense of what it was. And really what it was Mel didn't trust Destiny. There was things that was happening that she started questioning, and as she was questioning it, she was just like, this doesn't feel right for me. And it doesn't feel right because Mel was at war with Martell. Martell had her in court, suing her for full custody of the kids, or trying to take full custody of the kids. They weren't doing well. And we all know, we all saw that go play out. And so she pulled back thinking, well, I can't confide in Destiny the way I used to, because I don't know if she's going to be telling him things. And Destiny probably felt like, well, you should know that I'm not, or whatever she felt. Um, because when Destiny's sitting at the table, she said, you never talked to me about those specific things. You never said that was what was bothering you, or that's what upset you, or that's what made you pull back from me. That's what Mel says. Melody also gave an example at the reunion where Destiny said, I don't know where we stand. So they played all of them in that scene. I thought it was an excellent scene, and I thought that Destiny and Melody stole the scene. They stole tonight's show. Okay, so it was a lot. Let me see what else you guys are saying. Lies and more lies. Said Anne found out that she was still being an ass to Miss Van. Okay, so yeah, this is what happened on the Tickety Talk. Is Mel off TikTok? Let me see. Hold on. I just wanted to come on here. Okay, she's off TikTok. Okay, so I'm gonna play some of those clips from the TikTok just in case anybody missed it. I'm going to play some of those clips from TikTok. I'm also going to be looking at y'all comments and stuff. I don't know if anybody wants to come up. I do have the wall up. I'm going to leave the wall up because I am not in a place to be on camera. Let's see. Yes, she does. And Dyana, she has a grouchy disposition. So she was ready for something. Destiny came into the scene ready. She was ready to, you know, go back and forth with Sunny, but she was also ready to go back and forth with Melody. When you see Destiny and Mel, this is my opinion, you can still see that Destiny is still mourning that relationship. To me, that's what it felt like. Because when you're hitting that low, you are literally, because she knows Mel's side too. So she's just hitting low because she's mourning. She's still mourning the relationship. And maybe now there's closure. Maybe there's more closure. Let's see. It's ironic that Stormy left the show after this trip. I'm just saying. Uh, yeah, I think it was best for Stormy to leave the show. Um, my thing is, if you don't like those kids' mama, you shouldn't be around her kids. That's crazy. If you don't like the kid's mama, what are you saying? You're saying that Destiny shouldn't be around Mel's kids. Okay, so Mel did reveal that. She said, at the end of the day, I know that Destiny is around my children all the time. She's either over Martell's house or the kids will go to Destiny's house to swim. So she said, I'm aware of that. And then, you got to fight your battles. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick your battles. You can't fight everything. They're on the show. Mel said, I filmed scenes with her. We're at work, but we don't hang out after that. She said that already. Let's see what else y'all are saying. So let's play a little bit of the clip, okay? Let's play a little bit of these clips and we will talk and listen and all that good stuff. So here it goes.
Because we're going to get into all of it. All of it, all of it, all of it, all of it. Yeah. Hey, Sean, she's here. Yay. Somebody said I was triggered. How do you... And that will allow you to come up, okay? And there's still more of the girls' trip, as y'all can see, to play out. So, But let's start from the beginning. When you guys kind of first met me by way of Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I think something that came a big topic of conversation. I'm reading y'all's comments.
So I know I put as much of the video as I could. A lot of you are talking about what happened or the story that Mel tells about her mother and Destiny. And we are going to get to it. Okay, y'all? 1,291 of you are here in the chat. Make sure y'all say hello by hitting that like button. Become a subscriber if you are not already. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me on this video. Now let's get to it.
Topic of conversation, which they showed tonight, and I appreciate them showing it tonight at the dinner table. One of the first scenes we had, which was us at the dinner table, and I mentioned respectful cheating. Okay.
So that is season 1, and there was a dinner scene in season 1 where that happened. I think they played a clip, but Melody makes the comment, something about, would y'all, how do you feel about your spouse or spouse's disrespectful cheating? And Kimmy said, is there a respectful way to cheat? And Mel said, well, yeah, there kind of is.
So let's start from the beginning of it all. The beginning of it all. So if you notice in that conversation, I said, well, apparently it is a respectful way to cheat, apparently. And I made that comment because after I caught my ex in his shenanigans, and he began to reveal all these other shenanigans that were happening, right? And some of the shenanigans I knew firsthand, almost, because it was told directly to me by the person. So not quite firsthand because I wasn't there, but she was. So long story short, whenever all of that came out and was revealed, for me it became like oh wow, so people be out here cheating, but they do it in a way where their spouse knows nothing about it. Oh, gotcha. Ain't nobody calling their phone, ain't nobody pulling up to their house, ain't nobody doing all of the extras. Oh, right? And that was why I made the comment and why I even asked the question. So that's what that was. In no way, I think we all know this anyway, in no way was there a situation where I was ever teaching anybody to cheat with my ex-husband. That's dumb to me. It's crazy. But hearing, like, I don't know, hearing it come out of somebody's mouth just kind of makes me feel like, seeing that's why I don't fool with you, because you stupid. Like, what you're saying is stupid. What you doing is stupid. And that's why I don't be fooling with you, because you stupid. So as I began to run down all of the, well, if that was the case, I would have never needed you to be a shoulder to cry on, right? But you love to tell everybody you was a shoulder for me to cry on. Or if that was the case, I wouldn't have gone through all these different things that have been publicly talked about by me and my ex, all of the crying, the depression, the closet moments. Like, why would there be any of that? Doesn't make sense. So I want to say that and I'm gonna.
Okay, so I'm stopping right there. So anyway, y'all, long story short, she was being very, very like paced in what she was saying. But like I said, when I saw the scene, I could tell that Destiny was just going for the jugular to shut her down in that moment. And it didn't happen that way. What Mel actually ended up doing is proving that they were really friends. You were with me, girl, when we was trying to bring that Negro home. Okay. You were with me. You were by my side. I cried on your shoulder. And those are stories that you told. My ex was telling the same stories on different platforms, talking about he knew he was hurting me and all of those things. So don't do that to me. And yeah, that's a lot. So Tisha, Tisha, I think, because if y'all remember in the scene when Destiny comes in, Tisha and Destiny are drinking shots. So they may have, I think Tisha was just a little bit saucy. Tisha might have been just a little bit saucy. Let me pull it up. I'm still getting y'all comments. But yeah, that is my feeling in the scene. Tisha went there with the intent to do exactly what she did, start ish between Mel and Dusty. It was already in the plan. Okay. So some people feel it was already in the plan. You heard Kimmy on the screen say Tisha has horrible timing. I felt like when Tisha came in, her eyes was just a little bit closed. She looked like she was just like I said, on the sauce. Correct, Diana. She did that per Martell's instruction. She definitely came in with a plan. She definitely came in with the plan. She had it in her pocket. She had it in her pocket. Destiny took it back to the confessional. Oh, she did. She took it back in confessional. I don't know why I didn't see that, girl. I usually watch the show twice. I must have gotten up and walked away. But Miss Keita is saying that Destiny actually took it back in confessional. So she recognized that it was something that she was punching low. She recognized she was punching low. Okay. Listen, hurt people. That's how the shit starts. But anyway, I'm still putting your comments on the screen. I'm trying to scroll down because I know someone put up something. Hold on. Melody Bean said, Destiny needs medication. Whew, needs medication for that. And one didn't seem to realize that with. Okay. As a former friend, I would never bring nothing like that to the screen. I don't care what they paid me or what they want me to do. I would never do that, especially if I was there to witness the hurt. Well, we're going to watch this play out. We're going to watch this play out because y'all, if now I did not hear Melody say that there was any type of apology or anything given, but I do know that after the scene played out, Mel is she said on the tickety talk that she was going into Destiny's room and saying, how are things going? Is there anything that I can do? And Destiny was sharing with her that being in the same space with Sunny was heavy for her. So listen, there's things that we see on the TV show and there's things that we don't get to see. And that's the part that I am grateful for when we get some of this behind the scenes information, because I can always tell there's a whole lot more going on than normal, but even though that scene happened, Mel was still able to be cordial to her. This is what Melody is saying, okay? I'll play the rest of that tickety talk, but first, let me get to the rest of y'all comments. Hold on. I'll put this up. Excuse me, Simply Beautiful. Thank you for being a member of this channel for 9 months. And she said, anybody with that much vitriol towards the mother don't belong around that person's children. Okay. I know y'all have opinions. I totally understand. I have shared stories with y'all about my mama and what she used to say to my daddy. Okay. They ain't going over there. Okay. But you know, different strokes for different folks. Different strokes for different folks, but people do have strong opinions about it. But let's listen to the rest.
Because I mean it. And when I keep hearing stuff repeated, because this is to me how stupid they are. They literally say the same stuff. And then it doesn't take long to realize who the source is. It doesn't take long to realize where it's coming from, right? So when you start looking at this same little small group of people, right, who talk to each other, this same little small group of people, they're getting their information from the same person who doesn't mind lying probably in his sleep. So it's like, wow. And here's the thing. Let's keep it a buck. I have heard my ex say that y'all was friends. I mean, well, y'all talked on the phone before, y'all was friends. I said, what? To him, I said, what? That sounds so insane. But to hear it repeated, that's why you can't tell me where you cannot tell me that you're not getting this information, where you getting this information from. Like, stop it. Somebody said giving talking points. Pretty much, not pretty much, yes. Yes, talking points, giving them to these flying monkeys.
Okay, so Mel is point blank saying that Destiny came in armed with stuff that Martell told her to say. So saying that they were friends, and then Mel saying, I even heard him say that same dumb shit. You used to talk to her on the phone. Y'all were friends. So Mel said, I wasn't friends with that girl. I was trying to save my relationship. And she had kind of explained some of this before. I think it was on the reunion where she said, listen, I knew that it wasn't just, a physical thing. I knew that his heart was in it. And I was trying to run interference or have her run interference so I could, get him back on track with our family. She ain't the first. She will not be the last. A lot of people do stuff like that. But she has been, she said it. She said it. So anyway.
So it's just that, and it further, to be real with y'all, it further shows me how important and necessary it was for me to get to myself like I did. You know what I'm saying? Get to myself like I did. Stop hanging with certain people. Like, because the fact of the matter is, y'all, there are so many people who have been involved in this entire process. And the fact of the matter is, what you had and what I knew was happening is you had a person trying to turn everybody against me because they felt like if they could turn everybody against me, that would make them look better and possibly give a reason for me to need them and come back home. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. So when you talk about having an issue with me having some solid friends, when you talk about having an issue with me having a great village and support team, that is where the issue comes from. And all the little people who keep rolling it off their tongue. Let's go back to my video premiere party, Telltale Signs, right? There was a conversation there, and Destiny was like, I want to be part of your village. Da, da, da. The only reason you're concerned about my village is because my ex is talking to you about my village. And that's weird. That was weird too. So people think that I just cut people off and just don't engage with people or kick it with people. It's because I already saw what was going down. Just like my one friend who shared with me, she was like, hey Mel, she said, I want you to know that I see, and she's a very mature friend. We've been friends for about 14, 15 years. She's super mature. She don't do mess, drama, and all of that. And she was like, I want you to know I see how Martell turned your friends against you. She came to my house one day and we were just having lunch, but we ended up talking. And I was like, why you say that? And she was like, well, because he wanted me to do a project for him, a certain project. And I told him no, because I don't feel right doing it because you're my friend. And his response was, you think she your friend? You think she your friend? She was like, and if I was a weak chick, I would have been like, well, what you mean? Why you saying that? What she say about me? Why you say that? She said, but I said to him, well, even if Melody ain't my friend, I'm her friend. So I'm not going to be able to do it.
So I'm going to tell y'all something. I said that to someone too when when that person was going through a divorce, and her husband would always say shit like that, like, oh, I need you to do something, and she's not really your friend. That was the thing I said to him. It doesn't matter because I'm her friend and I know what you're trying to do. So you have to be, really mindful when you're in those situations. But let's continue.
So those type of things, you guys, when I know for a fact the whole agenda that has been like tried to be pushed, and I know this stuff, just like when we sat on that reunion stage last year and Martell said to Stormy, retreat now, retreat. See, that's the stuff he been running around doing, y'all, for the longest. And I see the little flying monkeys because they all say the same stuff. So, for example, I'm going to read this to y'all. This is literally a text this week.
Well, Nicole, on the reunion, she said that she was trying to give him a chance and to save the marriage. She said that they were going to church and stuff like that, and that was what she had said on, I believe, the reunion stage. So just an FYI, I'm not saying it to make it seem like she was doing something crazy. She said she had given him a chance, but she was also trying to see, is this man still playing her? Is this man still cheating? So it makes sense in the long run, because people do. They had a family, 3 children. They had a 4th. They had homes with an S, cars with an S, businesses with an S. People don't typically just throw that down the drain without trying to save it. So we should remember they were a family in a relationship, and she talked about mourning that relationship after it was over. So it wasn't like it was just something she was just able to get over either.
Somebody asked me if I could help them do something. I said, because this is not my blood relative. So I said, did you ask Martell? She said, yeah, he ain't respond. If you don't want to, it's okay. I'll figure something else. I said, I was saying to ask him since I helped out the last few times. She says, he's still salty. I won't stop dealing with you. He don't be trying to help me for real. I said, still salty, right? What he be saying? Like, he literally has you helping watch the kids when he got them, so that don't make sense. She said, basically, he feels like I make your life easy. So let me tell y'all something. Basically, he feels like she makes my life easy. See, this is stuff y'all don't know. That's why all these people connected in a way. The reason I don't fool with them, the reason I don't really talk to them, I'll show up and film my scenes and have fun filming a show. But I know the energy that's coming from the other side, and I've been peeped it. And so for that reason alone, it's not necessary for me to be engaged, involved with, or any of that, the same people you are engaged and involved with. Just don't. It doesn't make sense for me to do that. So yeah, and like I say, y'all, we taking it slow tonight. I'm slow rolling it out here tonight. I ain't in no rush. I'm not about to talk fast. We about to go slow. We about to get through all of it. So stuff like that. I'm gonna tell y'all another example. My daughter had a tennis match. So we were there. Nell and Chris ended up coming to the tennis match too. So we were all there, and after the tennis match, we was kind of just all standing there talking a little bit. And somehow Stormy came up, right? Somehow Stormy came up. And so I'm so smart with it to where it's like I'm already figuring out what you're doing, but I'm gonna let you tell on yourself.
So I just want to clarify. The Fletchers were at the tennis match, Mel's at the tennis match, and Martell is also there. So it sounds like she's saying, I'm so smart, I'm going to let Martell tell on himself. Just an FYI.
So while we talking, I said, what did I say? What did I say about her? Now, mind you, I'm remembering her mama saying that I supposedly said she was ghetto. And I'm like, how could I say that? I don't even know her. I didn't even know her. I just met her. I don't know her. So I said in that conversation, me, him, Miss Nell, and Chris, and I said, oh, what did I say about her? That she ghetto? Set up, right? And that fool said, yeah, that's what you said, yeah. I said, and you a doggone lie. I said, but now I know where that lie done came from. I said, you a doggone lie. Now I know where the lie came from. So, y'all, it's a lot of little stuff like that. I promise y'all. Y'all see the stuff that's happening on TV, but it be stuff happening behind the scenes too, baby. And that is why you may see me respond or react or not be here for the fake and shenanigans and stuff, because it's stuff that be happening outside of the TV screen.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Minnie Angel Maria Davis. I appreciate you for becoming a member of the channel. But yeah, just an FYI, I was talking about that it was hard to, you're in love. She said that. When I interviewed her, she said that. She said it was tough to get over the heartbreak. I was in love. A lot of you said that too. You said that you saw it is hard to leave a marriage. That baby probably was the last straw. Okay. Let's see. Mary Willis said marriage is hard to just walk away from. But yeah, so imagine, and this is also something that I saw with, a friend who left a narcissistic relationship. He would do the same thing. He would go to friends. He would go to strangers, the church, the grocery store. Oh, my ex. Oh, you never, don't deal with her. She's a miserable person. So stuff like that. Yeah, they'll get in your head.
So that was interesting. So again, another thing that happened on the stage, because again, I pay attention to stuff. Y'all got to remember that. I pay attention to stuff. I remember on the stage at a reunion last year. And I don't know if this part aired, it may have, but it was a point when I said, Betty M was saying something, I think, about my fans or something. And I was like, I said something like, you over here in groups liking and saying stuff with people in here talking about my children, dogging my kids out. This is what I said on the stage. I said, so you over here liking stuff? She looks at Martell and says, that ain't true, Martell. No, I didn't. That ain't true. So I saw that interaction and I said, yeah, see, I can tell y'all probably talk. I'm just saying. Because why was it so important to you for you to look at him and make sure he understood that you didn't talk about his kids? Okay.
So I'm going to stop it for this comment right here. Black women are in the building. She said, Mel left and the divorce papers were drawn before she knew about the side baby. She was already done. If you guys remember, there was an interview that Melody did with Dr. Heavenly very early on. And Dr. Heavenly was teasing Mel, talking about, you gonna get back together with that man. You gonna get back together with that man. I bet you get back together. I can tell you still love that man. And Mel says in that interview, there was a time when that may have been true, but not anymore. And that was after she found out about the baby. So just an FYI, she said that, that could have been a possibility, but she couldn't do it after that. She couldn't do it after that.
Okay, so I watched that. I'm like, yeah, okay, bet. So that happened. And in regards to, no, that didn't air. Well, it happened. Yeah, the puppet master. Tell the truth, child. I was just like, listen, and I cannot make this up. This text, y'all, this was literally this week. This girl said basically he feels like I make your life easy. I'm telling y'all, Men will want you to have a hard time. They will want you to not be able to live a good life after them, so you will come back to them. Let's just keep it above. So anybody, let me tell y'all, anybody who has been a strong support system around me has been attacked. Anybody who has been a person who has been a strong support system behind me has been attacked, all the way to, yes, the millimeters. Yes, even to the millimeters. Anybody who has stood 10 toes down with me, anybody who has stood, you know what I'm saying, 10 toes down and had my back, has been attacked. And I see it very plain as day. It's super clear to me. Super clear to me. So all the way from my brother, all the way from, you know, my brother not wanting the kids around him because he's gay. So that's their uncle. What you mean? Yeah, my makeup artist Jay, my mother, like and my fan base, like anybody who has been a support system for me has been attacked.
All right, child. Yeah, it's getting deep. We still got a little more to go. But yeah, she was just basically explaining how it happened. If you guys listen to this from the beginning, it just helped. I think this episode and then some of the behind the scenes just brought some clarity to it. Destiny absolutely took her friendship ending with Melody very hard. And Destiny said, I didn't even know you felt the way you did about certain things. Melody explained it a little more to her. Maybe she wasn't able to articulate it at the time. Maybe she just didn't know how to say it. But she ended up telling her at the table. And then Destiny, she cut hard. She tried to cut a child and said, listen, you were trying to teach that man how to cheat, teach that woman how to cheat respectfully. Melody ended up saying, you know, that's not true because you were standing right beside me the entire time the shit was going down. And you even offered to beat the girl up for me. Like you wanted to go whoop her. But from what I'm understanding, you guys have said in the chat that in confessional, Destiny actually admitted that it wasn't true. So I have to go back and watch it so I can give you guys a great review tomorrow. But right now we're just listening to what Melody said over there on the Tickety Talk. Where she encouraged people to go on ahead and watch the second half of the season. I think it airs in November, but she said first season Mel is back. She also said that she has learned to go in and enjoy filming for exactly what it is. Okay, I go to work, then I come home and go to work. But she said that the relationships are much better because she accepts everyone for where they are and for who they are.
So Southern hospitality is huge for me.
So in this one, I think I clipped it a little bit, but she's basically talking about how after everything had went down between her and Destiny, she was still going to check on Destiny during the vacation in St. Thomas at the girls' trip. So hear this.
And I literally remember wanting, even throughout the trip, before the last day, every day I would ask people, hey, are you having fun? Are you enjoying the activities we're doing? You want to do something else? Like, are you good? I was asking everybody that. Are you good? Do you want to do something else? Are you enjoying the activities? How are you enjoying the food? Do you like the food? You want, different stuff on the menu? That's how I was every day of the trip. The last day of the trip, I literally went around to everybody's rooms early that morning to check on everybody. Because the trip is done. Everybody's leaving today. Let's make sure everybody's good. All right, did y'all enjoy the trip? Did y'all have a good time? Okay. I did that. Every day. I did that. Every day. Hold on a second. I thought I heard. Hold on, y'all. Having fun, making sure everybody had a good time, enjoying themselves. Because I'm able to do that. That's, I don't know. It's not that deep for me. But even in that, what I will say is what got me or kind of took me back, you know, I didn't understand how after the trip, whenever we came back, it was just all this negative talk. That's what I didn't understand. I literally, Destiny's room was one of the rooms I went to. I think by now y'all all understand the sleeping arrangements and how that went, what happened there. And why I put people where I put people. First of all, let me say, before I got there, I didn't look at the layout of the house. It was not that deep to me. They sent me a picture of the house. I saw the water and the walkout piece, and I said, okay, bet, it looks beautiful. And that was that. But when I got there, you know, I made the decision that I felt made sense. I know some of my friends offered up their room. I offered up my bathroom and closet. Like, I'm like, y'all, the house is all of ours. Like, there's no, even though we got a bed to sleep in, the house belongs to all of us. If you want to come up in here, come on up in here. I'll step out, do your thing. Like, if you want a tub night, it doesn't matter. So that's how that part happened. But anyway, I went downstairs, checked on everybody. And even when I went down to check on Destiny, even then, because I'm still human, so even then, whenever it was shared with me, like, you know, mentally, I'm having a hard time with all of, you know, I guess the sunny modes and stuff going on. And I was like, oh, you didn't know that she was going to be here? And she was like, no. I said, I didn't know you didn't know she was going to be here. I was like, I did not know that. Oh, wow. Okay. Gotcha. So you found out when you got here? Yes. I'm like, oh, okay. And I said to her, I said, well, look, I said, if anything is taking like a stronghold on you, let people know. Like, if it's too much for you mentally, let people know. You don't have to do anything. And I literally said that. Just a conversation just me and her having. Wasn't no cameras, wasn't no other people, you know, to be, you know, wasn't trying to make a scene of it. It was literally just a conversation like, hey, listen, if it's too much for you, let people know. You ain't got to do nothing, you know? So, had that conversation. Now, I will say, when I first sat down to speak with her, because I went to Sunny's room too, but when I first sat down to speak to her, to Destiny, I remember hearing a click on the phone that sounded like a recording. And I remember I said, oh, you recording me? Which, you know, hey, but it was just like listen, when I tell y'all my senses and everything be so on point, I know what it sounds like to click a record button on a phone. So I heard the little click and I said, oh, you recording me? It's the charge. I had plugged the phone in the charge. Girl, it's a different noise that a phone make when you plug it into a charger versus when you click that darn voice memo button and it go click. It starts, okay? But I let her have it. But because of that, in that moment, I'm like, okay, bet. Okay, bet. And I remember I went upstairs and I told Lauren about it. I said, girl, you know, I went down to check on everybody to make sure everybody was good. I said, girl, why I feel like Destiny was recording, girl? And she was like, Lauren was like, what happened? I said, girl, you know, I be having to press the voice memo sometimes on my phone or your phone. I said, girl, I heard the noise. I said, I heard it. And then I said, her face after that just gave it away. It just did. It just gave away, like, oh, no, you know, it was, I'm charging, see? And then later on, that's what happened before I left out the room. Later on, she was like, see, it's, I'm like, I bet, girl, bet. So that happened. Then came home. Again, the conversation went fine, though. Like, when I tell y'all, my friends at times couldn't even sit beside me because Destiny was rushing to sit beside me.
Okay. Now that's different, right? She said that Destiny, after Melody showed Destiny some sort of concern, that Destiny was, you know, during that part of the trip, she was rushing to sit beside her. And I think I still feel this way. Y'all can tell me what y'all think in the comments. You may not agree, but I feel like Destiny is still grieving her friendship with Mel. I really do. I really do. If she thought, well, Mel is showing me concern, and she was like, Destiny was rushing to sit beside me, y'all talk to me in the comments. Let me know what y'all think.
And I'm not gonna say too much because y'all gonna see it, but after all of that, like, because we were talking about it like, golly, like y'all can't even sit beside me, god dang. We talked about it. So after all of that, to come back to Alabama and there to be these interviews with this shade, with this insinuation, like, oh, LB and her, well, she was at this restaurant picking up a plate. Okay, girl. I don't know, it was just weird. And then when Nell and Chris came to my daughter's tennis match, when they came, I remember Nell had just gone to, I think it was Marcel's maybe birthday at Black or something, because they were over there apparently. And she was like, Destiny I told her she ain't gonna be talking about you. Y'all know Miss Nell. She ain't gonna be talking about you around me. All she wanna talk about is Mel. And Nell told me that too when me and Stormy started hanging out, that Destiny would come by her daycare. And all she wanted to talk about is Mel and Stormy friendship. Mel and Stormy. She was.
So she's talking about recent. She was like the friendship with her and Stormy in the past. But after this trip, Destiny only wants to talk about Melody. Is this crazy or what?
Because Nell was like, Mel, she really hurt by y'all not being friends no more. She was like, Destiny come by here crying and talking about you. You and the friendship. And now she friends with, talking about me. I'm friends with Stormy and da-da-da-da-da. So when Nell came to the tennis match and she was like, yeah, we were at Black. And like I said, I think it was Marcel's birthday. She was like, all Destiny want to talk about is Melody. And if I come back on that show, I'm coming back with a vengeance. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, so I'm at the tennis thing, but I'm thinking like, girl, what vengeance of what and for why? Like, get your bag if that's what you're going to do, but focus on yourself. Like, I don't know. But again, I let that slide too. Whatever. Right? Whatever. Even whenever they came today to the restaurant on the show, I was cool. I don't know if you could tell, but when they walked in, I smiled at everybody. I was fine. I was trying to get to the timeline like everybody else. I was good. I don't know if it was thought that I was gonna back down off of what I said whenever, Tisha was like, well, Mel, because you were like, F Destiny, that is what I said. And girl code, yeah, when it comes to girl, yeah, no, I'm good with that. So that was that.
So listen, Mel said she didn't even think she was going to be in it. She was trying to get to the timeline. She said this scene was supposed to be about Destiny and Stormy only. She got hit with the whammy when she took over the scene because literally Destiny and Melody, they won that scene. I don't even remember Sunny's part. But she said, we was just trying to get to the timeline. I didn't think two thoughts about Destiny when she showed up at the restaurant. That is hilarious.
4 to 6 weeks ago, maybe. Because see, I also have an issue when people don't understand and respect boundaries. I have an issue when it comes to that too. And I'm noticing that a lot of people who don't understand boundaries are all kicking it together. Okay? All right? They all kicking it together and they don't respect boundaries, don't understand boundaries. So another thing, like 4 or 6 weeks ago, I was out of town because I had a speaking engagement. I think this is when I was in Florida. So when I had that speaking engagement in Florida, whenever that was. So my daughter had a tennis match, right? And Destiny came to the tennis match. Now, mind you, I wouldn't have thought nothing of it, wouldn't have cared too much. Because the fact of the matter is, y'all, here's the thing. This summer, about every other week that my kids was over there with their daddy, they was going over to her spot, swimming and all of this. So I know she's around my kids, right? So whatever, right? Which is the double standards be so funny. That girl, I went and picked up a plate, baby, from Jails Forever, and she done said that she saw us together, at Jails Forever, though, picking up a plate. But girl, my kids be over there, you be over there, like, and I know that. So anyway, So Destiny was at the tennis match. No big deal, because again, my kids are around anyway. So whatever. So she's at the tennis match. But my problem was this. And the lack of respect of boundaries, okay? My mother was there because I was out of town. So she was here watching the kiddos for me. I had like this speaking engagement, like I told y'all. So the issue for me was this. You spoke to my mother at her granddaughter's tennis match, okay? My mother did not respond to you when you spoke. She don't have to. She doesn't have to. And who the hell are you to think that she does have to? What should have happened at that point was you should have, you know what? Ooh, boundaries. Don't bet. Let me not say nothing bad. But instead what happened is you went louder and said, hey, Miss Van, out here at this tennis match with all these people. My mother still ignored you because, again, she don't have to talk to you if she don't want to. She doesn't have to talk to you. So then what you did is you did it a third time and got louder and said, hey, Miss Van, again. So my problem with that, again, y'all, this stuff y'all don't know about that happens outside of this show that causes me to treat the people the way I treat them. So, first of all, I said I'm glad I wasn't there.
So y'all all know that there was a scene at that Madani Riri opening where Van is walking out of her beauty supply store and Destiny says something like, go pimp out your daughter. And after that episode aired, I remember Destiny says on live that she owed Vanessa an apology. But Vanessa said she never received that apology. I don't know if she has received it since, but if she hasn't, and there's not been, any acceptance of an apology, and Destiny's just walking into spaces and screaming, hey, Miss Van, that is insulting. That is insulting. And she should know better. She's too old for that shit. She's old. She has a child of her own. She has a father who is going through an illness and all that stuff. So this is what Mel is explaining. But she doesn't mention what Destiny did to her, but she's saying to her, she doesn't have to speak to you.
Treat the people the way I treat them. So, first of all, I said I'm glad I wasn't there. But what I didn't appreciate and like was that, okay, so whenever this continuous speaking happened, what did my ex do? Laughing about it? Well, why is he laughing? He should have been saying, hey, Destiny, chill out. She don't want to speak to you. She ain't got to speak to you. If you're going to watch the girls' game, watch the tennis match. That's that. So it's a lot of just disrespect, y'all, that be happening that is very much so. I keep myself calm because the opposite of my calmness just ain't good for nobody. It's just not. So I work very hard to be calm, to ignore a lot of stuff, and to try to stay in my own world, own space, because it be the fakery and the foolishness for me that really be like about to take me there. Because why in the world would you think my mother owes you a hello? I don't talk to you. I ain't gonna lie, I can't tell y'all before this season the last time I had seen or talked to Destiny. I don't talk to you. I don't talk about you. But I see you still coming around with the same BS. And it's unfortunate, but that's what's happening. It's the same BS, still lying, still throwing stuff out to see what's gonna stick, as Marcel likes to say. Shout out to Marcel for that. I was trying to figure out what's gonna stick. But look, no respect of boundaries. My mother don't have to speak to you. And let's be clear, this is her granddaughter's tennis match. Okay? Oh, it's on, go shopping. Oh, okay, let me talk about it.
Okay, so that was pretty much it. Then I have two other videos, two short videos that I'm going to play for y'all. One gets into a little bit of her relationship with Carlos King, what's going on over there, and how she's planning on handling it. And then the other is talking about she's asking the fan base to how to basically move forward with the seasons or next couple of seasons. Okay, so let's play it. Shout out to Marcel. Shout out to Marcel. Why are we shouting out Marcel? LOL. LOL. Okay.
You're pleasant about what you're saying as to where other people would be windmilling on somebody and ready to Michael Jackson moonwalk on people. So I'm just trying to, I just, what do you want as an end game? That I think that's more of a question because they don't have one. So what do you want as the end game?
Okay, just to pause it. So she basically, the person asking the question is saying, what do you want out of the relationships on this show? What is the end game? Because she said, the person asking the question said, these people don't have anything. They're all just like relying on you. Their money is coming from you. Their fame is coming from you. And then she says, what do you think? She said, what do you think their end game is? And then she switched it and she said, Mel, what is your end game? And this is the answer.
Okay, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked me about me because I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking it's hard for me to answer about them because if I answer about them, I don't think they know. But for me, as it relates to the other people, like in game as it relates to relationship or other people on the show, is that the question?
Yes.
Okay. So for me, my end game really is, staying away from people that I absolutely just know trigger wise can cause me to be in a situation that I would later regret. So that's one part. And then for everything else, just being in a cordial space, which honestly, for the most part, most of the people, it's so funny. Most of the people I am in a cordial space with, like seriously, like it's not even anything that deep. Am I hanging out? No. Am I sitting up talking to you on the phone, just chatting? No. But when I see you, can I smile and speak and, maybe give you a hug? How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah. And keep it moving, So for me, I can only speak for me. For me, I am exactly where I desire to be. Like I go to work and then I come home and I work again. Like I enjoy working my business. I enjoy coming up with new products for y'all. I enjoy spending time with my children. I enjoy traveling. I do all these other things that take up way more time than a few scenes that you may see me on this show.
I think that's more of a question because they don't.
Okay, pausing because I say that all the time. I said, when I see Mel, she seems happy on her lives. She's enjoying her life. She's enjoying her family. She's on vacation. That's the part that I resonate with the most, not with those little, 5-minute scenes that we get on TV. I don't think that those scenes are taking over her life at all. I think that she has compartmentalized. She put that shit where it's supposed to be and she moves on, child. She has a good life.
Have one. So what do you want as the end game?
Okay, that's a good question. I'm glad you asked me about me because I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking it's hard for me to stay away from the things that's triggering or the people that's triggering and anything else. I'm cordial. I can be cordial with.
Good. Okay, and then one more question because I'm in chat and they're asking me to ask you.
Shout out to Chit Chat with QT. Is Chit Chat with the QT? Anyway, shout out to Chit Chat. I love her channel. Oops.
Why the cast is picking at her so hard instead of asking Carlos about renegotiating y'all contracts and to stop extending the season? Told you we messy.
Yes, you know what? I am very certain that the agenda that has been attempted to be pushed, it has someone behind it, and maybe more than one person, to be honest. But fortunately, I have become privy, to information where I know for a fact, it has been said to them, oh, you seem like you support Mel, so not sure if you're going to be filming anymore. Stuff like that.
Okay. She dropped off some exclusive tea. She said that she heard that someone said, okay, you like Mel or you're getting along with Mel, not sure if you will be filming anymore. Who do you think told her that? Oh my gosh, that is exclusive tea that she dropped over there on the Tickety Talk.
And I think that people don't think people are going to come back and tell it. But eventually people come back and tell it. And so I've learned that literally I'm like, oh, bet. Oh, so now it makes sense. Why there are so many people coming is because of the battery that's put in the back pertaining to coming for Melody or not. Got it. So all I can say is real talk, like, once I got to a point where I removed any personal, emotional connections to people, to this show, that's when I started doing my thing again. That's why you get in season 1 Mel. I got away from because at first I'm thinking, oh, these are supposed to be my real friends, right? Like, wait a minute. So different things will hurt or different things will cause you to respond in a different manner versus when you like, all right, I'm going to work. I'll holler at y'all later when I'm done. Bye. So once I remove that expectation, once I remove the whole looking at it as, oh no, these are my friends, and I started seeing it for what it was and letting it be what it was, after that, shit, game on. Like the second half of the season, oh, I'm just telling y'all right now, like if you don't want, if you think you're gonna, pee in your pants if I'm messy, you might just want to not watch or not follow me or not nothing, because I'm asking whatever question I want to ask. I'm asking it.
She said season 1 Mel is back in the second half of the season. She is showing up. She said this is work. This is work. So she is coming in and she's about to give a show. I actually am looking forward to this season 1 Mel in the mid-season.
What do you want as an end game? That I think that's more of a question because they don't have one. So what do you want?
Season? Oh, I'm just telling y'all right now, like if you don't want, if you think you're gonna, pee in your pants if I'm messy, you might just want to not watch or not follow me or not nothing, because I'm asking whatever question I want to ask. I'm asking it. Yep.
And one last thing, because I want to keep asking questions. What was the aha moment with CK that said, okay, he's really to me, I feel he's a puppet master. I'm not sure if you're saying he is or if the ex is, but to me, at what point did you realize that he was the one dangling the strings?
So that's a conversation, that I'll have, of course, by way of an official interview.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine. So that's a question. But I will tell you that one of the things for me, for those of you who came to Stand Up Live, the comedy event, whenever I hear someone say they didn't know, right? Because that's what was said. Well, I didn't know that you're like, the straight A student, whatever it was. So I didn't think you needed me, or I didn't know. Everybody knows what's going on because it's on social media all day, every day. So I don't do too well with being fed lies. Everybody has known what's been going on. There's no way you can, get past not knowing what's going on. So that was interesting, but like I said, that's something that I'll definitely be discussing, talking about my feelings or in facts pertaining to all of that in the near future.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate your time. I love your products, and I'll be buying more. Have a good day.
I'm so glad you came up. Thank you. And I see you, Sean, saying the flash sale starts in a few minutes. Okay. Okie dokie. Let me see.
All right, y'all. So that was the last part that I just wanted to play out. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if the interview has already been done or if an interview is slated and coming up, but it looks like she said she's going to share some things that she is familiar with or aware of. I don't know. We'll have to see how this plays out, but whoo, child, it is a lot. So that is what's going on there. And then I have one more audio to play, and it's basically just how she would like for the fan base to move.
Everybody don't like me. Everybody don't have to like me. The only time I really get like, okay, you playing is when you just straight out lie. Other than that, listen, y'all ain't got to be worrying with these folks, trying to convince these folks, or to convince them to like me. I promise it's okay. Okay, so let's see.
Everybody needs red phones.
Yes, I'm about to see. Oh, look at this right here when you was getting the DJ stuff ready for my Mimosas with Melody bit. Let me see. I'm gonna get the date in this phone.
Good.
Listen, y'all don't have to keep going back and forth with these people. I promise y'all, because some people you could sit the truth in their face, and because they don't like you, they still not gonna believe it. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Oh, you can't worry about that. We're gonna focus on the good. We're gonna focus on the good folks with common sense. We're gonna focus on the positive things. We're gonna focus on our businesses and making these moves. Like,
yes,
it's okay. Everybody don't have to like me. I promise y'all I'm okay. If only y'all knew, people who be around me every day, I'll get up on this live and talk smack and hang up and laugh and then be like, okay, what y'all want to go eat? I promise y'all I'm okay.
we ate real good.
I'm actually glad that she said that. Like, listen, at the end of the day, I'm good. People say shit. It is what it is. She has a thick skin. She's been on the show for 8 seasons, not 8 years. 8 seasons. She knows what to take in and what out. So it is good that she is sharing that.
We ate real good the other day. We packed all the orders and then went and get some these.
So did, wasn't it good?
It was real good.
Okay, I'm getting close now. Let me see. Hold on. Let me
Tap the
see.
screen, y'all. It don't cost a thing.
Tell them, DJ. Tell them. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, look at you playing my songs at every event. Let me see. Me and y'all. So just hold on. All right. Let's see. Let me see. Okay, let's see. All right. This was around April of 2022. So I said about 2 years ago.
Right.
Yeah. It's about 2 years ago. Yeah, because then in May, you said, hello, Melody, just to let you know I got coins to make and not friends to fade. You so crazy. Look at you using my phrase. Hello, Melody. Just to let you know, I got coins to make and not friends to fade. She tried to call my phone, but she blocked, like I said.
Blocked.
Yeah.
So I think she's talking about Destiny. He did a job for Destiny, and I guess things didn't go right.
But the fact of the matter is, y'all, let me tell y'all something.
She tried to lie. She lied that she fired me? Okay.
That you got fired? No.
Yeah.
And this is somebody else. This person hit me up. this person talking about please delete if not allow. I'm being ignored and everything is just getting ridiculous. The owner of Madonna Beauty has had plenty of time to contact me and come to a resolution regarding my pay at her business. See, this was around the same time because you had just had your issue and I paid you. Then this popped up somewhere on Facebook and I said,
Did they hear that? They didn't hear that part.
What?
That you paid me. That you paid me.
Oh, they didn't hear that? Yeah, I paid him. Yeah, I paid him. I sure did. Because here's the thing, y'all. Again, he literally, met her through me. So to me, it was like on some, he was mad. He called me about his payment that he didn't get. He was being ignored by this time. And I said, hey, don't stress. I got you. I'm going to cash out you. It's just what it was. So I'm not trying to be funny, but people around here who don't believe in paying their employees, people around here who don't show good ethics and morals and who, like, when it comes to their businesses anyway, you can't say nothing to me about nothing. You just can really stir it on along. Like, it has been so much that has been insinuated and all of this. And really, it's like, what am I arguing with you for? Who are you? Why? What would I do? I'm gonna be arguing with you. And sometimes I have to check myself and be like, girl, ain't no need to even argue, girl. Okay, for what? So yeah, yep. Anyway, DJ, I'll see you Monday. Come tomorrow to get these boxes to burn at your friend's home or they land or whatever.
Yeah, I'll come tomorrow and get them.
I promise it's okay.
Okay. So, y'all, that's where I'm going to end it. I'm going to save the rest for the sister review. My sister Clone and I are going to do a review on the mid-season finale. Okay. I want to thank Dr. Minnie Angel Maria Davis. She said, thank you, Dyana, for not forcing a narrative and playing the interview with a calming energy. It allows us to express our opinions. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want you to form your own opinions. My opinion is not yours. You guys are not robots. You have lived and experienced, and you know what it is for yourself, okay? But yeah, we have a sister review coming tomorrow. I did want to play that part. And I appreciate everyone who came over to support me in the chat. I appreciate every single one of y'all for giving your opinions, okay? You guys have been amazing, all right? What else? That's pretty much it. I just wanted to play that part. I know that she did talk about Nell Fletcher, because Nell Fletcher said, did Jamel just compare herself to Jesus? Okay, she said that. So we'll talk about that in the sister review tomorrow. What else did she talk about? Everything that we didn't get to today or tonight we'll talk about. But you guys are great. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out if you have not already. Become a subscriber if you are not already. You guys are amazing. I love my group. I love my subbies, okay? And we'll talk tomorrow. I am losing my voice as usual, but I will talk to y'all. Let me put up my fan thing. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.